Hi, my name is Debasree and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am sharing a flip through of my 100-day project book from days 1 to 20, which make up the first two booklets in this entire book. This project has been such a beautiful process of exploration for me, working with layers, textures, and letting each page evolve in its own way. Along with flip through, I will also be talking about my latest class gathered fragments, where I show you how to create these small beautiful clusters using bits of paper, fabric and found materials. These clusters have actually been a very big part of how I build my pages in this book. So if you ever sat down with your art journal and thought, what do I even create? This might give you a lot of ideas and a gentle starting point. Okay, so let's begin. Before I move ahead anymore, I thought I will do a quick flip through of day 1 to 20, the first two booklets in my 100-day project book, and show you what all I have done so far. In my previous video, I shared with you how I created this book, and I got a lot of response from you guys asking to teach you how I created this book. So let me tell you that I'm working on that right now, and I will be creating a video very soon where I show you how to create the structure of this book, this concertina book, where you have like 10 small booklets like this. So wait for that video, very soon it's going to come up. But before that, let's start flipping through these first two booklets, and let me show you what all I have done. So this is what I had already done previously, and I had made a lot of marks in my pages, and then I came over it and I started working on it. So one of the things that I want to tell you is that, so this was day 1. I not necessarily did in the same order, but I would call it day 1 and day 2, just sake of easy reference. Here I painted on the background, and I was not liking the background much, and I didn't know what to do, what more to paint. So instead of sticking with acrylics, what I did is collage. I came here, I added a fabric and a cluster. And in these two booklets, as you would see, I have used a lot of clusters. Okay, so that is why I want to show you all my clusters before we do a flip through, so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So these were my clusters that I had created before. And because I love creating clusters, I have also created a lot of clusters and recently published a class called Gathered Fragments, where I have taught you how to create these beautiful clusters. Okay, and there is more. There is so many clusters that I have taught you in that class. And you know what these clusters are made from? These are made from all of these scraps of papers that I hold in this box. So rather than using these papers directly from here to my book, what I do is I create clusters and keep them in these ready-made formats like this, so that when I'm working and I'm stuck, I can easily reach out to these clusters and use them in my page. So here you can clearly see this is a cluster, and just the moment I added it, all the chaos of the background got hidden. So here also there was some painting I did, and then I added white on top of it, sprinkled some coffee, and I added a little piece of fabric over here. Here I just colored, played. It was all random play. There is really nothing much, but I added a bit of thick fabrics thread cluster over here, just to give it a little bit of texture. This is one of my very favorite pages. So here I had done so much, but I then added white to kind of delete everything that I did, kind of when made them underneath, and then I added a little bit of cluster. These mini clusters are really helpful, like these ones that I have created. And then if you add, here I have not added any stitches, but if you add some stitches, they just elevate your any page instantly. And that's why I just love using them. When you're not able to decide what you want to do, just place some clusters and you are good to go. All right. Over here, I was not, so this is how the page was. I was not really liking it. So I added one piece of master sheet that I had painted before as a flap over here. So I could have glued it, but I instead wanted to keep it like a flip out, so that, it's a little interactive element on my page. Little piece of fabric from my denim. And you know what, instead of making marks with pen or pencil, I did mark making with thread over here. So this is just mark making with white, but instead of pencil color I used thread. So I really liked that. This was all experimentation. So this was a whole cluster, the whole big piece of cluster that I have placed over here. And this was already there on the page, and I just responded to it and saw what do I like next to this color combination, and just made some scribbly marks over here. Again, a piece of cluster comes on top of this. Okay, I had a lot of fun creating this page. First, there was a lot of color already from some whatever the paper had already. So I added a little lighter color, lightish pink color. Then I added some acrylic colors, watered down and collaged. Lots of fun in this page. Here I made some marks with knife. And I like the color combination, this blue and brown. And this, I remember, this was a palette paper. So this palette paper already I had collaged, or I did recently, I don't know. So that is why I wanted to do the flip through. Before I forget what I did, I wanted to do this flip through and share everything, all my learnings with you guys. This was a cluster that I added. Yes, till this fabric. This was a cluster, and then I added a word over here. So this was a snippet roll cluster that I already added, and this is the page I struggled with the most when I was working in these first 10 days. So I just couldn't figure out how to blend this, and then I just, because there was a lot over here that I didn't want to hide. So one of the lessons that I learned is to paint over and not shy away from covering up whatever was there in the base layer. So I was really liking the base layer. I didn't want to cover it. But then eventually I went ahead and covered everything and colored, and then added some florals on top. Kind of enjoyed doing this page, and added some gauze texture over here. So that is the first booklet, the first 10 days. Now let's move on to the second booklet, which is day 11 to 20. Just playing with colors and making marks, seeing what I like. So these were some collage papers from before that were already collaged. So I left a little bit of that to show, and again, mark making with threads over here. This is a cluster, and I just added it as an interactive element and as a flip out. So this is how the page was initially, and as I was painting here, I added a little tissue paper texture. So this is a coffee dyed tissue paper. This is a video that went really viral when I added it on my social media. Everybody asking, how do you use this? So yeah, this is just like any other collage paper. I just add it whenever I feel like in my art journals. So this is a coffee dyed tissue paper. So I did all of these. I was liking it, but then when I added this cluster over here, I was like really loving this. So, you know, I added it like a flip out, and I journaled here. Here I did some watercolor, but this page was not really good for watercolor, but still I did, because this was already here. So I responded to that and added those same color swatches on this side. Here I just made some horizontal lines, added a bit of collage over here. Oh, this is one of my favorite pages. If you saw the previous video, you would remember this was a whole black page. So I had added a lot of texture first, as in collage. So all of these corrugated cardboards, then this tissue paper. This is some textured like crumpled paper. Then there is gauze over here. So I added everything, and I painted black over it. Then when I came to this page, I just colored wherever, however I wanted. And then I really enjoy this page now. I'm loving this grid-like pattern, and I will probably repeat this couple of more times. Okay, so here is another cluster that I added as a pocket over here, and this is how the page was. Think of this without the cluster. So this is how it was, like a very empty page, and I didn't know what to do over it. So I just added a cluster, another cluster in the form of a tag that I put it here. And I was writing about my journey while doing this 100-day project. Actually sitting and painting every day has been kind of life-changing for me already. So less thinking, more doing, and why I started this 100-day project. I wrote about that experience also over here. And this is a real tag, as in from a clothing that I had. And I added a white paper over here to write. Oh, here I have some stitches and a little bit of mark making. So this is how this page looks. Very colorful for my taste, but I like a burst of color once in a while, you know. This is also a page I quite like, you know, just next to a bright colorful page. It's like the almost same color in a muted version over here. And this stitch actually belongs to this page, but I kind of like the back of the French knots over here. Oh, this is something that I normally don't do, like adding stitches directly into my page. So I wanted to do this and see how it looks. On this other side, I added a cluster and covered the stitch. And on this side, I let it be visible. I love the brightness. Like, you know, I'm realizing more I'm doing this. What I really like is a muted background with a little burst of color here and there. That's what I love. So I don't know actually if I like the bright color more or the muted color more, but I like the combination of it. Kind of like, you know, 80% muted colors, 20%, 10 to 20% bright colors. This is not my favorite page, but yeah, it was good. And this is the last page, day 20, you could say. And this is also a cluster. So this cluster actually I created in my class, Gentle Reminders. This was on a playing card. Basically, this is a playing card. On the back of it, we added a cluster. Same process, exactly, but on a different method. And this is how the background was. I just added this cluster to make it look more, give it a focal point, added a little lace over here. And that's it. I really enjoy how these pages have developed, and there is so much learning, especially, you know, flipping this book every day, sitting with it every day is really life-changing, I have to say. It sounds exaggerating, but trust me, I'm not exaggerating. It's really life-changing. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to do the next set of 2 booklets. I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I really want to invite you to check out my class, Gathered Fragments, where I teach you how to create all of these clusters. Plus, you also learn how to create this box and several other boxes as well, where you can store your scraps and your clusters. And then we take it all the way and we create some finished artworks also using these clusters. So these are some of the leftovers from that class. Look at this, how beautiful. This is already like a art journal page. If you already have some background, you can just go over it and you can just add this and your page is done. So creating these clusters in advance is a really good thing, and I feel it's really like a fun, creative, de-stressing time for me when I do these collages, creating clusters. And in that class, I show you how you take this all the way to creating some finished pieces of art. So here it is, another box that I have transformed for storing my paintings. So these are the finished paintings that are created from these clusters. And you learn to create these backgrounds also. And then you create this finished collage art. So this is the cluster. You create a background and you add it. I just love this. Some of them I'm going to frame and put on my wall. This is one of my very favorite ones, and these 2 are little bigger ones. So yes, if this feels inspiring, please do check out that class, because there's a lot to learn in that class. And thank you for staying with me and watching this flip through. Let me know if you felt inspired by watching this video and if you are going to give it a try. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I really appreciate that.